You're listening to the best of the morning grind on Hot 103 Jams.
Last night I had the opportunity to appear on a podcast, the Good Days GreatNights Podcast. Love to those guys and what they're doing. And it's always refreshing to, I guess get your flowers from other folks and people in the town who's been watching you from afar. So I really appreciate it.
Well. We back again.
Yes, sir.
You now tuned into the Good Days GreatNights Podcast. Like I tell y'all all the time, it's always good when I get to break bread with my people. No matter where you see certain people, man, a lot of times we base it off of different things. But sometimes you can walk up to people, and if you catch them in the right vibe, in the right moment, in the right time, y'all get an alignment, and it's a mutual respect thing. So if you know me in the cigar world, they call me 33. Alicia in there, it's daddy or father, depending on what demographic, how you get down. Your auntie's favorite podcast host. You dig what I'm saying? She loved me. She was happy about the 4th of July and everything. Your uncle's favorite nephew. Mr. Second Coming of Gerald Levert.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll spin your moment from a half to a whole.
No, love it. You're fine.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. And I am the host of the Good Days GreatNights Podcast. I got a good guest today, but I got a host, I got a husband, I got a coach, I got a man, I got a true understanding of a person who loves music, if not more, but just as much as I do, but loves the integrity of the music and then also loves a little bit of history. You look on his social media a few whiles back, we'll get to it, but he was showing how the city has grown, what it used to look like and where it's changing and everything like that. A lot of times people base you off of what they heard. They might have heard that KC Hip Hop Cypher episode 8, he might have been standing up top scratching with a good session. They might have heard that it was some mixtapes that he did some voiceovers on. Underground Heat was an intern, had to get it out the mud. A Viking.
Yes, sir.
They might have heard he was a Viking. He was from down north, down that way.
Down north.
And so, but we
the Dozens cousins.
That's what it is. That's it.
I ain't from 12th Street though.
Well, it works.
Got love for that street though.
But in the section of it, so we don't say your name first. We base it off of something different. So in the sense of a road trip, if we was getting ready to get in the car right now, it's a nice day. I got my people with me. You got your people with you. You can go somewhere right now. Where would you want to go?
Man, you know what? Let's go to 103rd.
You gonna stay in the city? You don't want to go out of town?
Nah, man.
Okay. He gonna stay in the city. Okay, so we gonna ride.
My mind is Kansas City, so we gonna start at Northeast. We gonna start down north.
Okay, so
we gonna ride down Van Brunt.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And then how it merges on the Cleaver too. So we gonna pass that McDonald's on the left, and then we gonna ride in the Cleaver too, and then we not gonna take 71.
Yeah.
We gonna take Cleaver 2, past Paseo, past the Gates. All right, we gonna pass that left on Gates because we gonna pass my hood, Village Green, to the right. What used to be Village Green, but now it's called Plaza East.
Okay.
All right, and then we gonna take a left on Truth.
Okay. Yeah.
Not Truth.
I know where you at.
We taking a left on Truth.
I know where you at.
And we're going to ride that thing all the way down, all right? So we're going to pass Wings and Things. We're going to pass Go Chicken Go. We're going to pass the hospital that I was born at, which was Menorah Hospital now. I don't know what it is now, but y'all see it on 49th and Truth, all right? So we pass Go Chicken Go. We pass Wings and Things. We pass 1VP Restaurant right there past 59th.
Yeah.
And let's see, what else? Remember the old Checkers that used to be there on 63rd?
Checkers used to be there, yeah.
All right, we're going to pass that. We still riding down Truth, baby. Captain D's, Popeyes, you see it. U.S. Bank used to be Mercantile Bank. It's on the right. Subway in the Landon, the legendary Landon. I don't give a damn what it look like right now. You got your Payless shoes from the Landon. You got your white tees from the Landon in the 2000s at the Foot Locker and at the Gen X. I don't give a damn what y'all talk about. Shouts to the Landon. It's still up and rolling after all these years, baby. What's happening?
Yes,
all right?
sir.
Shouts to the arcade used to be in the Landon too. All right, so we passing the landing and we passing Nieces on the left side on 64th, and we still riding down Truce, baby. We gonna ride this thing out. And now we passing the Epicurean on the right by 75th Street.
Get some chicken.
Right?
You gotta stop and get some chicken.
Got to.
Got to stop and get some chicken.
Shout out to Bob's. I forgot Bob's. We passed that a long time ago right there on 56 or whatever that is. We ride down Steak 'em Take 'em. All right, it's right there.
Got to.
Luna's is on the left down here, the seafood, the new spot, the chicken, and all of that. We riding down my old apartment building on Brittany Point Apartments on 81st and Holmes. We riding, we passing, Paul Robeson.
Come on.
One of my old middle schools. I went for half a year because my daddy took me out because it was bad. All right, and then another house that I used to live in on 83rd and Campbell, we passing that. We still riding down Truce because y'all know it's long and it ain't got that many lights. That's why I like riding down Truce. My bad, Truth or Paseo, Truth or Paseo, all right? So we still riding down. Now we hitting Bannister Road. And this used to be the route that the Metro used to take, the 25 Truce bus used to take on the way to Hypermart back in the 90s.
Come on, Hypermart.
But instead of going to left on Bannister Road, we're going to take a right.
Take a right.
We're going to go down Holmes. Not, quite down on South on home to 151st, turn right. Fireworks, we ain't gonna go down that long, but we are gonna take a left and end up at that park on 103rd, the big grass trail and all of that.
Okay.
And we just gonna walk and absorb nature and let the butterflies follow us, because when white or yellow butterflies follow you, that means good fortune is ahead. That means God is with you and your ancestors is with you. It ain't nothing better. It ain't no better feeling than to walk on God's earth with his sun beaming down on you. You're free and you're healthy and you got both your legs, you got your heartbeat, you got your breath, you got your family, you got stability, you got peace, you got happiness, and you walking around thanking God, trying to stay in shape too, but thanking God for what he has done for you and what's about to come and what he's brought you through.
I like that.
That's what we doing.
So check this out, though. While we doing it, we need a soundtrack. So you can if you can give me 5 songs.
Okay.
So we riding down Truth. We're going to go through homes. We're going to make all these different stops. And I'll feel you and I'll give you a couple where I'm at. And in the sense of you thinking about, like, Saturday morning cleanup.
Yes, sir.
You thinking about, like, recently getting married, your job, music that just changes you, that makes you feel a certain kind of way. So
feel good music.
So if I got my guy, shout out Corey, we in the backseat.
All right.
And we want to know about the guy. What 5 songs would you play and why?
Man, if I want to feel good and y'all really want to let the windows down and let that Kansas City beautiful fresh air breathe through you, the first song that comes to mind is Patrice Rushen, Forget Me Nots. Okay. I'm blasting that, baby.
Okay.
We got to play the album cut, because it's longer and it has a longer intro.
Come on, it's all about the intro.
The funky bass come in, boom, immediately smack you in the face with the beautiful Patrice Rushen singing her beautiful soul out. Song number 2, we're going to do Rich the Factor, Casey Colossal. Just because when I hear Rich the Factor's voice, I feel like I'm at home.
Yeah.
It's a very familiar tone. It's Rich the Factor has stamp signed what Kansas City niggas sound like in the hood. Right. And I appreciate that about him. He ain't never diverted from that. He ain't never changed from that. And the man who kept Seventh Heaven alive.
Right.
Among other things. Shout out to my dog Jan. I love you, dog. And the man who continues to pump blood in the Seventh Heaven. The man who's still selling CDs to this day. Rich the motherfucking Factor. Scritch the Scratcher. We got to have that on there. All right. So you said 5 songs. I got 3 more.
Yeah, I got 3 more.
The next song is going to be Don't Disturb This Groove.
Okay.
I got to have that by The System.
Don't Disturb This Groove.
That song just reminds me of my childhood, like babyhood a lot. Not really necessarily my childhood, because that song came out in like 87. And I was like 2. So I was born in 85. But when I think about me and when I first started to love music, that's definitely one of the first songs
it's
that
playing
come
at the
to mind.
function. Is at the house. Is mom's playing it?
We was big radio listeners.
Okay.
And 103 played the hell out of that song. And big watchers of Video Soul.
Yeah.
MTV Jams, You on TV, right? Like, I was a big music video watcher and radio listener growing up. So, and that one was that one just reminds me of when I first started to love music. So I got to have that. All right.
Two more.
I need, like, we in Kansas City, dog.
Yeah.
So I need some more gangster shit.
Come on, what you got?
You know what I'm saying? I gotta throw in of course, Rich the Factor, he got the Kansas City sound, like, but I need to show love to, somebody from a more recent generation. And this song, it just, when you first hear it, even though the bass line is familiar, when you first hear it in the club in Kansas City, you know everybody about to sing every word to this.
Come on.
And it got to be D-Walk, Free Block Tail.
It got to be D-Walk.
The groove is so, like, funky. Everybody can rock to it. Like, older folks who used to like hip hop in the 90s, like they can rock with it.
Facts.
D-Walk is coming with his Kansas City flow.
Yeah.
I love it. How can you hate Free Block Tails?
You gotta like it. You gotta love it.
I got one more.
You got one more.
It got to be my favorite song of all time.
Okay.
It's Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel.
Your favorite?
Hell yeah, that's my number. I rank my songs, man. I do.
Okay.
I'm a big list. I'm a list guy, and Don't Be Cruel. It's just the beat. It ain't necessarily the lyrics.
No, yeah.
And his and how Bobby sings it.
Yeah.
Like Babyface and L.A. Reid, they just completely just did the fool on that song. And I actually sampled that beat too on a beat that I made.
Okay.
But that would be my little list.
That'd be your 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So Bobby
Damn,
Brown.
I had a couple more I want to get on there too.
I give you a bonus. What, 2 more? I give you 2. I give you 2 bonus.
The Gap Man, Early in the Morning.
Early in the morning.
I gotta get man. The man when he is, man, that song reminds me of me and my brothers, my sister, and my pops.
Yeah.
When we riding together. Just windows down, we going fast, and we hear nothing but the music, and we all singing it.
Gotcha.
So, and I got one more.
One more.
Man, I guess let me go with all right, let me go with Chris Brown, Heat.
Chris Brown.
That song, first off, it's a stepper, and I didn't really have a did I have a stepper on there? I don't know if I did.
Well, not this group. You can get a little bit up to
yeah.
it.
You can step to that.
But Heat.
Let's go with Heat. That top 2 or 3 my favorite Chris Brown songs. It still to this day I love it when I like how I did when it first came out.
Yeah,
gots to have it. Damn, I should have put.
Come on, you
all right.
You got them. So
I gotta put.
You go throw them. Let me see what you
My
got.
bad. I gotta put my wedding song on there. The song that Naomi and I that we had our first dance to. Thank God I found you, Mariah Carey and Joe.
Yes. Oh, you went in the crates on that one.
Come on, got to, man, because it's true. Thank God that we found each other because we made for each other. So all right, that's my list. I'm gonna stop it right there. I had to get 8, and then 8, that's a special number for me, and we can get into that later.
Listen, check this out. So before I do your list, introduce yourself.
Man, my name is Brian Brooks.
Come on, man, pop it now. Don't be on here now, pop it. Tell me your handles. Give me your handles.
Brian Brooks.
Okay.
Better known as Brian B Shynin, Hot 103 Jams, The Morning Grind, The Commission, Core DJs, and all the other affiliates that I'm associated with.
My dog.
Kansas City's favorite son, baby. I love the town.
Talk to me. So I'm looking at your list, man, and the list has got so much variety. You know what I'm saying? But it's a pocket. And the pocket is like, it's like feel good. Everything got to feel a certain kind of way.
Yes, sir.
So if it don't feel right, we can't do it. So like we was talking earlier, like the vibes. Everything's based off of vibes. The wedding song, that's back. So my dad was like a household DJ I'm from Wyandotte County originally.
Yeah.
So we would go over to Mission, and he would get the promo onlys. The promo only CDs.
Them the good ones.
Yeah, it had all the, and that was one of the ones that he had to have at a wedding. Or we would go right by Music Warehouse, right by KU, and he would sit me down. Hey, listen to this. This is how you know music. This is how this sound. After 60 seconds, it should kind of change a little bit. It should go back up. It should, this is why you do this. This is why they talk in the beginning.
Bridges.
The reason, like he was giving me the format, right?
Yeah.
Chris Brown Heat is just one of the ones because I think when you get into the two-step realm of it, two-stepping is really showing the lady out. Now I know some cats, they get mad when I say you ain't got to spin yourself 100 times, but you definitely supposed to spin her.
You know what that's about.
I do, and I wish they get over it. You know what I'm saying? But we hope. It's just that season. early in the morning gap band, that's just feel good. That's getting ready to get to it.
Man.
That's one of the ones where you like, man, if I hear this,
Grab a broom. You in the crib? I'm grabbing a broom, baby. Let's get to work.
That's it. Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel. That was a sleeper for me. Just because of at that time when you watch the movie, when you listen to him talk, he was trying to find that sound. And at first on the movie, he was kind of like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Yeah. But it was definitely one of them ones to make him understand. D-Walk is that's honorary. He came through and blessed me before too. And that song, man, the first time I heard it, and I'm a big R&B guy. Yeah. I love rap too, but like rap has to tell a story. But the song, and then when that mug dropped, and you just see the crowd. Anytime you could take the you know what I'm saying, take the mic away from your mouth as a rapper or entertainer, anybody, a singer,
let them do it.
And let them do it, you got something.
Yes, sir.
Don't disturb the groove. That's for the OGs. When I'm sitting around with them smoking cigars, they say, man, I used to, on this song I went. So it make me feel a certain kind of way. Yeah. KC Colossal, I took that all the way to LU. Yeah. I went to Lincoln. Yeah. And so you would hear that.
Shouts the boy Big, man.
Right. Yeah. So you would hear that. And then you said Patrice Russell.
Patrice Russian, Forgive Me Not. Yes, sir. That's a special song, man. It really is.
That's a strong list, man. And I tell you,
appreciate it.
It'd be funny because when people come on, you don't know what to expect with they songs.
What did you expect?
I would have gave maybe 2 or 3 more Kansas City songs.
Okay.
And I probably would have thought you would have gave me like I knew you would give me Rich, but I thought you may would have gave me somebody else from the city. I don't know who else, but D-Walk, balanced it out. But I thought you would have gave me one more.
Like, if it ain't Rich, you better be Tech, huh?
That too. That too.
That
too. So
the two kings.
Exactly. We'll get on that. So check us out. When you think about life, when you think about like this morning, you had to get up and get to it. What motivates you?
Being great and not letting my family down and serving my purpose through God. All of that.
All of that rapping one?
All of those things. I would be lifeless without it.
Yeah.
And really representing my family is something I take very seriously.
Yeah.
That Brooks last name, like I said in my wedding vows, it means everything to me.
Yeah.
And I have to represent the greater good. I just like having a team mindset when it comes to things. And I tell me and my wife, we have this saying all the time. It's about the name on the front of the jersey, not the back.
It's team. Yeah. I like that.
Man, if everybody play their part, we can make beautiful music. Mm-hmm. And what we was talking about earlier with the little two-stepping thing, if everybody's ego is in check, and we help each other out, and and we all play our part, if the arms be the arms and do what the arms are supposed to do and not do what the legs are supposed to do, we will all work as one functioning body.
That's right.
So I really love the aspect of team and trying to lead my family. First off, I'm being led by God.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to lead my family through him. So I don't feel like I'm doing nothing special. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Period.
I think that's noble, but you still got to give yourself some credit, right? Because you have a choice.
Yeah.
When I ask you like what motivates you, you can easily hit the snooze, but then you wouldn't have as many calendars as you do doing the thing that you fell in love with. Outside of your wife, that's something that you can tell you do from a listening point and from seeing you and then interacting with you is something that you love. So it's something that you really appreciate. A lot of times we get jobs and we get roles and functions and we get like, I'm supposed to have this. Yeah. But you still take it as like it's a badge of honor. Man. And then to hear even the intro, even you talking about the city the way you do, even watching some of your clips and you going to different restaurants and you showing different love and going through your season right now where you're just going around showing love to everybody, that had to be a thing where somewhere along the line you earned that in your mind, earned it out in your mind like, hey, once I get to a certain level, I'm going to make sure I stop and give everybody their flowers.
Got to.
Why do you think it's important?
Man, look, I just feel like if I'm going to be, first off, going back to the being great thing, because that was one of my purposes of getting up and getting up at, I detest getting up at 4:30, bro. I am a night owl. Always have been. I was born one. Yeah. I do my best work at night.
Come on.
But I'm going through a test right now through these past, 10 years or so. And to be great, to have an opportunity to showcase my skills in front of the town on this morning show is something special and unique. It is, and I had to recognize. At first, I didn't recognize that. I didn't. It wasn't until the past couple of years or so where, damn, I really do have this morning show to where I can be an outlet to serve my people in Kansas City, and that's what is the core of all of this is.
Yeah.
Is to serve Kansas City, to help our folks because they need it so bad.
Facts.
And when I'm out in the streets and I'm DJing or I'm just showing up somewhere or whatever, and people come up to me and show love for the motivational minute. For it, man, you really make my day. You really brighten. I was having a bad day, and you really came on and you motivated me. And I get a lot of that all the time, dog. That and Kansas City, y'all don't know how much blood that pumps into me.
Yeah,
that keeps me going so much when people tell me how much those things matter to them. Because when I'm in that studio, dog, it's just me.
Yeah,
it's me and a microphone and some computers, and I gotta make magic. I don't give a damn how tired I am. I have to conjure up whatever I have because I'm just sitting down doing this.
Yeah.
I'm sitting down doing this, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not outside digging ditches. I'm not up at 3 a.m. making biscuits from scratch like they doing that District Biscuit.
Right.
I ain't up preparing a chicken like they doing that Peachtree.
Yeah.
I ain't up digging holes and digging ditches like they doing on 435, bro. I'm sitting there doing this. Let's put it in perspective, bro. It's work, but I'm doing this, bro.
Yeah.
I come from a humble beginning like many of us do.
Okay.
I know what work is.
Yeah.
This ain't no damn work, man. So I take that attitude with this and try to pump the blood that Kansas City's giving me right back into y'all when I'm up in the mornings doing what I do on the morning show. That's where that love and that's where that passion comes from, just to help keep this city going, man.
Mm-hmm. So 24 hours, right, in a day. You said you up at 4. What's a normal day look like? Because you got some stuff you're doing with the youth as well. So give me a normal Brian B Shynin day. Give me a normal day.
Let's go a Monday during football season.
Come on, I'll leave it.
4:30, wake up. At the station by 5. Do all my prep. Show is rolling by 6. Show is done by 10. I'm doing prep for the next day. I'm doing my promo. I'm getting all of my stuff ready for the next show. Interviews. I'm editing that. I'm doing that. All right.
You editing your own?
Oh, so everything that you hear on the morning grind from 5:30 to 10 a.m., besides the music and commercials, that's all me.
That's live though. That's you need that credit. That's live.
Every single day. Yeah. I wake up and I piece it. That's why I got to get there at 5 because I like to be prepared. I like to have all my ducks in a row so I can know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about so I don't sound stupid or look stupid, even though I have many times. I like to be prepared, man. And so I will get up at whatever time. Now that's the mindset. I always didn't have that mindset.
Right.
But I definitely have it now. So I like to be prepared. But by 11 o'clock, I'm probably done with all my radio stuff. I'll go to 103rd, like I said in the intro, get my walk on, get my cardio, run some hills or whatever, try to get that together. And then I'm probably at home by like 12:30, get in the shower, check more emails, might play a game of Madden or so.
Got to.
I'm in a bed sleep by 2 o'clock. Wake back up by like 4:30. Game plan for practice and trying to see what we finna do for that. Get to football practice by 6.
You said football practice. What team?
KC Seminoles, baby.
Okay.
Blood makes the grass grow. KCSeminoles.com. If you bring your kid out, I'm specifically looking for 7th and 8th graders. Me, but we taking everybody from flag on up.
You gotta give it to them.
Yes, sir. KC Seminoles is such an important part of my life. Thank you to BJ and the entire Jackson family. I love y'all. So I'm at practice from 6 to 8. I'll get home about 8:30 or so. If I need to take a kid home, I might be home by 8:45, 9 o'clock. Take a shower, do more prep for the morning show. That might be 20, 30 minutes because I'm getting clips and trying to get stories or whatever. See what my wife is doing and spend time with her until about 11:30 or so when we're on our way to the bedroom. Gotcha. And I'm probably asleep about 12 at the latest. I wake up, do it again.
I heard all that. But where's that hour of silence for you? What would you
when
say?
I'm sleeping.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. I need to be productive, man. And it ain't the healthiest thing right now. It's not. I will admit that. I got work to do though.
Yeah.
That's just where I'm at. I sleep till I'm rested, in that period. I know I'm not rested all the way. Yeah. I know I'm not. None of us are though. So I can't, I got things to do. That's my mindset. I need to get, I'm getting a TikTok going. I need to get my socials cracking, because if you ain't active in the metaverse, you ain't active, period, in that realm. So I got to pay attention to that. I got to make sure I do my radio thing, because I can't let that down. It's all on me. I just told you. Everything is on me with that. So I got to stay on top of everything. And then, I got to pay attention to my house and my personal life, whether it's taking my brother to physical therapy when he needs to, or, helping out my other siblings or my mama or my wife. I got to take care of that too. So it really ain't a lot of time to just, but I get my Brian time.
Okay.
Please, it might be an hour or maybe 2 hours, or I might not get none on Monday, but I'll get a lot on Thursday.
That's dope.
Or whatever. But I'll get that. And most of the time, dog, it's just me playing Madden or being quiet or and I ain't even talked about downloading music that don't even occur on Mondays. That happens, maybe on Wednesdays or Tuesdays when I'm really downloading my music and getting my crates together for my DJing.
Yeah.
I got a lot of moving parts that I have to pay attention to, that I got to stay on top of, because I don't like falling behind.
No, and I respect that. But I asked every man, I asked every woman. It's been important to me the last few years that we all have some moments. I'm learning that it may not be on a Monday, Tuesday. It may be a Wednesday. It may be a Thursday. Then I'm learning sometimes that, that hour ain't enough. You need a day sometime to reset. And sometimes it's good to just a staycation, a weekend getaway. It's important. It's a reset, but I don't know exactly your walk, but I know in my walk, we're doing this and working and having kids and family, and everybody's pulling you every way. And then you looked upon as a man to provide. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard. But I always challenge all my brothers, man, to get that time. Yeah. Because that reset be so needed. Because I'm going to be very transparent, man. There's days that I do this, and I love this. If I can do this for the rest of my life, well, I will. Here real soon. I got a feeling it's coming.
For sure.
It's coming. So, but to do this every day, and like you said, my dad worked construction for 30 plus years. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm talking about born miles, building the roads, crane operator, all of that, hurt his back. But that job paved the way for me, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, grandmas, aunties, everybody, anybody that ever needs something. My grandpa, he worked at Ace Foundry. They did concrete and cement. So you come from that.
What a feeling that is.
You see what I'm saying?
What a feeling that is to be able to help your people out, man.
And that's what it's all about.
Man, for real.
It's not about, because I'm learning now, like, the haves versus the have-nots. It took me a couple years to learn that, because I fell a victim of like, oh, you got to have the newest this, you got to look like this, do like this. But then when you find yourself as a person, it's really about being able for people to call you and they can depend on you. Like, that's as a man,
dependability.
That's a feeling like none other. Like if somebody call you and say, hey, B, I need you to do this, and you like, yeah. And you ain't even thought about like where it's going to put you at, but your mind frame is like, I got to give it to my people, because before, somebody gave it to me.
Facts. Big facts. Myron Fears, who
come on,
a lot of people know as Myron D.
Come on.
From the Breakfast Brothers back in the day, Hot 103 Jams.
Shout him out.
Myron is he's the hardest working person. And I know a lot of hard working people, but Myron is at the top of the list. That man stays at that station and he stays on top of everything. I had to say that to him about him. But one of the first things that he ever said to me when I was interning, because he bought me I used to go on lunches with him and Andre Carson, who was the operations manager. Myron was the program director, and labels would come in and we would go out to lunch with them. Yeah. It would be Peachtree or whatever sit-down restaurant. It was like in 2006. And then they would go, and they would, Brian, you want to come? I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. So I'm intern. I have nothing, and that's a whole story in itself about my internship and all that. And so y'all have a better context of why I was so happy to go on lunch with them. So we would go to lunch, and I would eat good. I have a to-go plate and all this other stuff, and I didn't have to pay anything. Yeah. And I was like Myron, like bro, like what I owe y'all. Like, oh, Brian, just pay it forward. It's nothing. Just pay it forward. Pay it forward.
That's his thing.
And I really take that now to heart, the pay it forward thing, because you ain't always got to look for something for yourself when you giving out a blessing or when you helping. Just do it, bro. Just do it. It'll come back around later. The universe is going to bless you, whether you believe in God or whatever. Yeah. Karma, God, whatever it is going to come back to you if you got good intentions with your heart. Facts. And if you meant to do good by that person. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and so when I'm going through and I'm seeing this stuff and it's days that you do take it for granted. You see what I'm saying? It's days that you like, hey man, are they supposed to do this? Or I'm supposed to do this. And it don't work like that. And it teaches you a little bit, it humbles you. But you talked about your internship, and I'm like a fan. Like everybody knows me, I wanted to be a roadie. I wanted to ride around. Like my god brothers and them, they used to sing. So I'm looking around. I'm like, Ernest, tell me, can I go with y'all? He's like, nah, you ain't old enough yet. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you would see that. But what was that like? Because you hear other people saying like, I got in the business off of TikTok. I got in the business off of YouTube. I got in there. But you got 17 years? 17. That's a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's a grown adult, you know what I'm saying, that you raised.
Man, it's crazy people come up to me now and talking about, man, I grew up listening. He's a grown man with beards. I'm like, what? Yeah. We ain't the same age, bro. And that I'm super thankful and super blessed for that, man. And I thank y'all to everybody who comes up and who's ever listened to me. I appreciate it for real. But since 06, man.
So how was that? Like, did you like wake up one day? I'm going to the radio. How'd you know? Like, how did it happen? Is what I'm asking.
All right, so it started in high school. So can we start there? All right. We'll start when I was at Paseo, and I went to Paseo for half of my 8th grade year and then my 9th grade year. And during my 9th grade year, I knew I wasn't gonna be at Paseo that long because they wouldn't get no football team. Yeah. And I got tired of drawing. When you go to Paseo and you in your major at Paseo is a performing a school for performing arts for those who don't know. And so you had to audition to get in. I auditioned by drawing, and I got in. But you got to draw in almost every class, and then you have a notepad that you have to draw in every day, like 5 times a day. I knew then I wasn't cut out for that. I was not a drawer. Plus, the people at Paseo, the kids there, they were way more talented in drawing than I ever was. So I knew that I was going to have to seek something else because I was really trying to find what I was supposed to be doing. And my daddy sat me down. So, Brian, what you want to do, man? Simple as that. I said, I try to come up with something. I'm like, I want to be a lawyer. Like, nah, Brian, come on, dog.
He was real.
He was facts. Real. He was exactly. Real. He some was people real. See, and some people take that as him shooting my dreams down or whatever. Like, that wasn't really my damn dream. I didn't think about being a lawyer until then. I just want to impress him to see what he would say. Now, you don't read. You ain't trying to do all that reading, fam. Come on. Yeah. I was like, all right. I had been thinking about a stockbroker. Okay. So that was my next one. It's like, I said stockbroker. He was like, Brian, that ain't your thing, man. You need to have something that tailors to you, like something that you do. And he, had to sit there and think about it. I'm like, damn, I might have want to be a stockbroker. I don't know. But then he was like, what about broadcasting? He was like, you always listen to the damn radio, and he noticed that I'll turn down football games and I would try to mimic the broadcasters. Okay. And I would broadcast the game. And by the way, I am a football guy doing radio. Let's be clear on that. Okay. Not a radio guy who loves football. I'm a football guy doing radio. Respect. Let's get that clear. So, because football is my first love. So then I thought about it. I was like, damn, I had never thought about me being in that realm. So from that day forward, I was focal, like tunnel vision, dog. I attacked it. Went to Northeast, and shout out to my counselor, Mrs. Fisher, who helped me and two twins, Sierra and Erica, develop this broadcasting club to where we would make these little pieces about the school. What school you go to?
I went to Sligo.
Did y'all have the little TVs in the corner?
We did.
All right, bet. You know what I'm
Channel
talking about.
1.
Channel 1. Yes, sir. There we go. All right.
Channel 1.
So the little TVs in the corner, our little our little segment or whatever would air for the entire school.
Yeah.
That would be maybe quarterly or something. We would go out and film stuff, and it would be a broadcasting club. The next year, my senior year, it became a curriculum.
That's dope.
So it was an actual class by the time I was graduating. And then went to Northwest Missouri State. But like that school in itself, I picked it because it was a great broadcasting school. I knew I can get on the on-campus radio station immediately.
Right.
And that's what I did. Went to KZLX LP Maryville. That's the on-campus radio station for Northwest Missouri State. Did a couple of years there, and then I called 05. I called one time.
Okay.
103 one time, and I didn't get an answer or anything. And this is after my second year of college, and I'm suspended, by the way.
Okay.
That's a whole that story is gonna lead into a whole bunch of other stories.
Gotcha.
So you let me know when to stop, or you want me to keep going.
You give me a little bit of it.
All right. So basically,
are we academic suspended?
yes, it's academically.
I've been there. I've been there.
All
I've
right.
been there before.
Yeah, I was just slacking off, not going to class, whatever. And one of the last real conversations I had with my daddy was in spring of 05 when I told him I was going to get suspended. And he said, man, I thought he was going to be mad at me and disappointed and all this other stuff. He's like, man, I'm just, it's okay. We're going to get you back in. Everything's going to be fine. And he said, man, that's noble of you because you came to me, you didn't lie. It was, and he really respected me for that. And there was no consequences or nothing. He just helped me out. And that summer I got a job at Home Depot. I got to go into it, bro.
Yeah.
Got the job at Home Depot. My mother needed her house painted. And I told Mom, I was like, look, come through, do the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She never wanted to do it. Me and my daddy convinced her to do it. She came through.
Yeah.
Boom, house is painted. I had already committed to going to Northwest for the fall semester of 05. And even though I'm suspended, I'm academically suspended for one semester. I'm not eligible to come back until spring 06 or January 06. So I already committed to it, and I told him, I'm like, I'm going back to Northwest. I'll get a job, I'll work, and I'll wait it out, and then I'll just get back into school in January. This is August of 05 now. It's like a few days after my birthday. I told them when my last day was at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And on my last day, I walk in, the manager says, hey, Brian, the general manager wants to see you.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, for what? He's like, who cares? It's your last day. Just go back there. I said, oh, shit.
You already know.
I already know what's finna happen, dog. I go back there. Hey, Brian, how you doing? I'm such and such and such, and this is such and such from the Loss and Prevention Department. Hey, what's up, man? This conversation slowly turned, hey, I hear you major in broadcasting. What school you going to? And who is this on this day? And who is this? And it was a picture of my mama.
Yeah.
You talk about feeling the lowest of the low. I ain't never felt that bad, ever. When that lady pulled that picture out of my mama. It wasn't her fault. That was my fault. So I had to write a report. And Olathe Police Department or Overland Park Police Department. It was on 135th. My dumb ass doing this on 135th.
Right.
You had a right to remain silent, blah, blah. Y'all gonna arrest me for this shit? I said that.
Yeah.
It was a misdemeanor shoplifting. It was my first and only experience going to jail. Yeah. Like, I was in the holding cell, so I didn't actually, do no time. And then I don't want to, fabricate or nothing like that. My daddy came and got me. And I just turned 20 years old. Like, it's like August 21st or 22nd. It was a Tuesday in 2005.
Oh, wow. He got it down.
My birthday was August 18th. And as soon as I turned 20, my 20s started off like this. Yeah. Just to shit. And Daddy came and got me. He understood. He didn't punish me or anything like that. But I got diversion, so I had to come and take piss tests, every month, even though I'm still at Northwest. All right, so let's fast forward to August, like 25th or 26th. This is like that Friday or that weekend or that next week, and I move all my stuff up to Northwest to my first apartment.
Yeah.
And I got like maybe $1,000 from my last check at Home Depot and the other monies that I had or whatever. So that's all I got to pay rent, to
groceries, everything.
And I got a roommate too. Shouts to my dog Cougar.
Yeah.
But for 4 months, from that September, that late August, September, all the way up to December, when it was winter break, I was a bum.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a job. I couldn't, Walmart, McDonald's,
nobody,
whatever. I applied everywhere. I couldn't get anything because of this shit that happened at Home Depot. And so every day I'm off campus, but I'm trying to stay in the loop at Northwest. But I'm miserable. I'm so down on myself. This is my first real life test, to be honest with you. And on my own, my first test on my own with no parents, no nothing. And I remember there was a party that happened at Northwest, and I had no money, bro. I still got my eviction notice in my phone, and I had zero. I owed, but all of a sudden it was like $200 worth of 20s was just laying on the ground, bro. Some dope dealer or something. He was up there at the party, and he must have, when the stack come out, and a couple, the back ends, the loosies, exactly. So I just took that as manna from heaven. Now that I look back, it's manna from heaven, dog. That's the only thing that could have saved me at that point. So I took some of that money, paid some bills, but my last like $20, I got a bag of fish sticks, like 100 fish sticks.
Yeah.
And I've done this many a times. Bought like 2 loaves of bread, and this is like the beginning of November. That lasted me until winter break, which was like mid-December.
Yeah.
I had to do what I had to do.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
And I'm miserable. I remember my mama came up and got me, and I just broke down crying with her, and I never looked so weak in my life. But I was just crying out for help.
Yeah.
But I eventually got back into school, and Fred Lamer, who was my guidance counselor, I guess, or my advisor. That's advisor. My advisor at Northwest. He's the one that changed my trajectory in graduating college, man. I never thought I'd graduate college, but Fred Lamer, he said, if you want to graduate with college, stop bullshitting and come with me. Yeah. That's exactly what I did, followed his lead, and I got back into school. My grades is straight now. I'm caught up with money. Shout out to financial aid because I'm caught up on my bills and all that now. Yeah. So now we moving into like April of 06 now.
Yeah, 06.
And it's internship time or internship season. Last year before, I only called once.
I called once, yeah.
Oh, baby, this time I ain't playing no games. 6-7 times I emailed and called them. Got a response back. Got an interview. Got my internship at 103. This is May 22nd, 2006. My first week of interning, I remember the first big event that we had to do was something for Steve Harvey. He was bringing his radio show live to the town, and it was at I don't know, it was by Kemper. I don't know what it's called. I forgot what it's called. Hale Arena, I think it's called. Like 5,000 people. So we had to fill all these bags up, these promo bags with a whole bunch of promo items and stuff. So that was my first thing that we did the first week. But then that Friday, May 26th, me, my daddy, and my brothers, all we did on the weekends, we would sit at home, eat barbecue or dinner or whatever we would get, and play Madden and listen to music and talk shit all night. That's all we did every weekend. All right, that was our our me time.
That's your thing. Yeah.
And so, like most Fridays, we was together. But Jared, my little brother, he wasn't here. It was just me, Daddy, and John, and my mother was upstairs. Because my daddy had moved back. He had moved in with Mama.
Gotcha.
Pops was a playboy, man.
Cool. Like we understand.
He was married to my second mother, but he did his thing.
Respect.
So So it was just me, John, and Daddy playing the game or whatever. My girlfriend called me, and it was about midnight. So I wanted to go upstairs, and Underground Heat was coming on, and I wanted to listen to that and talk to her.
Come on.
So I left them two to play the game. And then my daddy said to me as I'm walking upstairs, oh, you going to go upstairs because Jared ain't here, huh? I kind of looked at him and proceeded to go upstairs. Mm-hmm. About 30 minutes later, I hear my brother scream my name. Brian. I'm on the phone with my girl. I'm like, I don't know what they doing. I'm just going to ignore them. They just playing the game or whatever. Mm-hmm. A few seconds later, I hear that same scream, but even louder.
It's different now.
Beverly, I gotta go downstairs. Go downstairs, see my daddy passed out on the couch. And I knew what time it was.
Right.
My daddy wasn't the healthiest at all. He was more of the unhealthy than the healthy. His lifestyle didn't condone him living a long time.
Yeah.
Tried to give him CPR the best I could, but I had to call 911. And then that next call would be the hardest call I had to make ever, which was to my little brother Jared, to let him know what's going on. So, Jared, my little brother, and my second mother, they come, and we all go to the hospital. Me, John, Jared, my second mother, and we in that room.
Yeah.
And doctor comes in, tells us the news.
All right.
That day forever changed my life. A week into my internship at Carter Broadcast.
Excuse me.
You good?
Yeah.
And man, it's a reason I'm still there today. My daddy had comfort knowing that first week in my internship, that I was in good hands.
Right.
And I have been, and I'm thankful to CBG for always taking care of me these past 17 years. But, from that point on, man, the intern, and that's why I had to tell that story for context of the internship.
Respect, yeah.
Because that's why the internship, and that's why I count it. That's why I say year 17 instead of year 16, because that next year in 2007 on June 13th, that's when I officially got hired.
Yeah.
The next year. But if anybody saw me in that internship in 2006, they knew I wasn't fucking around. One.
Yeah.
They knew that I was there to do whatever what was needed to do. And I was everywhere. Gates mixed place, y'all need me to go get them, I got them.
Yeah.
Y'all need me to be at this remote for this how long? I'm there. Y'all need me to be at this damn golf course taking score for all day? I'll do that.
Yeah.
And I did that.
Yeah.
I washed the Hummers. I washed the vans.
Yeah.
I sat in there with Tony G. I sat in there with Chris King. I did all of that. I spent a lot of time in there. JT Quick, sat in there with him. Sean Tyler, sat in there with him. Julie, I sat in there with all of them. Sat countless hours with Myron, going over music, going over mixes. I paid my dues, dog. Right. I did whatever was necessary. I was in traffic, writing down the commercials and organizing the commercial logs. I was in promotions, like I said, passing out promo items, wiping everything down. I was in sales trying to help them out with numbers and files and whatever they need. Whatever was needed to be done, dog, I was going to do it. That's how I attacked my internship. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not encouraging everybody to do it that way. That's just the way that I do it. And it was successful for me.
Right.
So
that's a lot. That's a lot to unpack. But first of all, I will tell you that I commend you for even having the conversation, saying it like that, and even telling that story, man. Because I'm a daddy's boy. I love my mom. I'm telling you, B, I love my mom. My mom know. But it's something about my dad being proud of me.
Man, look.
It's a whole nother feeling. You dig what I'm saying?
That's goal number one, man.
It's just to make your dad. You dig what I'm saying? And so you 85, I'm 84. And that's all we could ever think about. I tell everybody all the time I got to buy my daddy a truck one day. I want to make sure he have this or that he was proud. When I had my daughter was a twin. One didn't make it. But when I called my dad,
R.I.P., man.
when I called my dad, I was more upset, nervous that he was going to be disappointed that I was 20-something years old about to have a kid. Then I'm about to have a kid. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm calling my bonus mom, Tanya. I'm like, hey, is Pops mad? Because I didn't, I'm saying? I'm like, is he mad at me? because I'm about to have a kid. And he like, nah, I just don't want you to repeat history.
Right.
I want you to break some curses, and not saying your kid's gonna be a curse, but I want you to live your life. He said, man, I had y'all young, and I couldn't travel and do and different things, so I know what it's like to do that. I know what it's like when you working what people would say a desk job.
Yeah.
And you ain't outside getting your hands dirty. It's not to say that I didn't. My dad worked on cars, DJ, any odds that he can do, right?
Yeah.
So you would go into that and you look at that.
DJ and construction, boy, he ain't had no problem carrying crates.
He don't care about nothing.
Yeah, that's
to
what's up.
this day, like my dad, he'll be like, man, y'all don't work hard enough. You know, like he's real big on like that, like making sure like people understand what it takes to get $1. What it takes
hard
to do.
work, man. I don't give a damn what you talking about. Not you, but people in general who are against hard work gets shit done, dog.
Yeah.
In every aspect. And if you're ahead of the pack and you working harder than the next, you're gonna be better.
Facts. And we would always tease each other because he's a big Chiefs fan, right? Mm-hmm. And as a kid, we ain't had no choice. That's what he liked, so that's what we watched. And I used to like the Chiefs, you know. So I still respect y'all.
What you mean, y'all? Who you ride with?
I ride with a star, man. Down 35. Down 35.
I know you ain't talking about
when they open that roof and they
Cowboys.
Say, and they say like, "Hey, this is."
You talking about the generic Chiefs?
I'm talking about the second coming after. Yeah, we sold y'all the team and it came up here. They had to make something else. The 2.0 version.
You said y'all sold us a team?
The team.
No. See, you want me to break it down for you?
Talk to me.
This is what happened.
Mm-hmm. I love when real Chiefs fans come. You know why I like it?
You know
I did
I'm
it on
finna
purpose.
go in, right?
I did it on purpose.
First off, y'all, I'm glad you did.
I did it on purpose.
I'm
you
glad
know
you
why?
did.
Because I'm gonna tell you before you say it.
Okay.
Everybody else is fans of now. They not fans of the hell.
Man.
A fan of a fan is different because you got the history to go along with it. If I say, man, they give me these last 2 years. They don't give me when you had Del Carter. They don't give me with Scipio and all of them. They don't give you
Bobby Scipio.
They don't give you, say Mighty Mouse. They don't give
Mark McMillan.
Yeah, they don't give you the old school like before Priest when you was trying to find a running back and all the different things. You had Marcus Allen and it was right on the curve.
No, you talking about Rashawn Sheehy, Mike Cloud.
Come on, Greg Hill.
Yeah, Greg Hill, Donnell Bennett, man. Shouts out Kimball Anderson. Shouts out to Tony Richardson.
Yeah.
Shouts out all the legendary Chief running backs.
Yeah.
But no, I ain't one of them.
Come on.
Kansas City, y'all know I ain't one of them. Y'all know I'm the last one of them.
So tell me.
So here's the story. Lamar Hunt.
Yeah.
The RIP, man. Love the Lamar Hunt. He's from Texas, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
And they always wanted a team in the NFL back in the 50s. Mm-hmm. I think originally he was trying to get the Cardinals too in St. Louis, but he couldn't do it. So he wanted to get a team in Dallas. NFL was hating. They wouldn't let him do it.
Yeah.
All right. Forget it. Y'all won't let me do it NFL? I'm going to create my own damn league.
Come on.
That's where the AFL comes in. Mm-hmm. That's where you got the Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers.
Come on.
At the time, New York Titans that would turn into the Jets, Houston Oilers, Buffalo Bills. Is one more I'm missing. Damn. Just the Patriots, Boston Patriots. Yeah. All right. So that was the original 8 AFL teams. Now, we talking about 1960. Oh, guess who was born in 1961 all of a sudden? Guess who grants Dallas to get a team now? The NFL. Now you want to get a team because of Dallas, Texas was here.
Yeah.
All right, fine. You make up the Dallas Cowboys 2 years later in 1963 because y'all have the NFL and the AFL is an upstart. Lamar Hunt decided, look, this town ain't big enough for both of us. So let me go on up to Kansas City.
Yeah.
The best decision he ever made.
This is true.
And that's why the Dallas Cowboys are the generic, always save Kansas City Chiefs.
We'll see y'all soon. I just got to ride
Y'all saw us last year, a couple years ago?
2 years ago.
Y'all saw us?
2 years ago.
Yeah, what's happening?
We was all hurt.
Mm-hmm.
We was all hurt that day. They put it on us too.
I just, one of my dreams came true because my brother's a 49ers fan, dog. My older brother. That's a whole long story in itself. Everybody in my family is Chiefs fans except for this motherfucker right here, dog. All right, so listen, man. I'm very familiar with this Cowboy stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like y'all. I hate you.
Yeah.
I almost hate the Cowboys more than the Chargers.
Do you?
Yes. That's how much I don't like that organization. It's that bad. And, I love you. Respect for you, my brother. Respect my dog Playmaker, my dog J Tuck, Dia Wall. I love y'all. But the other Cowboys fans, y'all make it worse.
No, I agree.
Y'all make it worse.
I agree.
You know what's a worse fan base than y'all, though, that I
Saints?
discovered after this year? Nah, not the Saints.
Who?
The damn Eagles. They are ignorant.
Yeah.
Like they are dumb and ignorant at the same time, dog.
That's why we battle them. It's a serious thing. Turn it up.
I can get that to the Cowboys fans. Y'all not y'all not dumb and ignorant.
No.
Y'all just obnoxious as hell.
Some of us.
For no reason.
Some of us.
Bro, the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl,
It was 90s.
it was before.
Yeah.
It was before Show Me the Money came out, Jerry Maguire.
Come on.
Because remember when they taped that the Cardinals Cowboys?
Yeah.
They taped that at an actual Cardinals Cowboys
Yeah.
Monday Night Football game.
Yeah.
And that was the same year y'all won a Super Bowl. In Arizona, by the way.
I got you.
Yeah.
But no, and the reason why I say it, man, is because I love true fans. I love when I see real fans. I love when I see like people like, hey, I'm a real fan of this. I'm not just doing it. Because they're like, hey, are you going to the parade? I'm like, man, I can't bandwagon. That ain't real.
Right, for what?
They're like, you ain't going to the parade. I'm like, nah, this ain't how this work.
Ain't
like
your team.
This y'all team to show moment. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. So that's why I mess with everybody that's a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Because I want to see if they know
see where they
I
at.
want to see where they at.
Test me.
Because
you ain't got no questions?
No, because when I went to Lincoln in 2003, and it was St. Louis, the best show on turf and all of that.
Oh, God.
Everybody was like, man, this is this. But I fell in love with the Cowboys for like Alvin Harper. It wasn't.
Alvin, you named Alvin Hart. You
I'ma
could
tell
have named Jay Novacek.
No. But I'm younger though. You see what I'm saying? So, but I like Deion.
Alvin Harper.
But I'm gonna tell you why. Because he was a possession receiver.
Yeah.
So you got Michael Irvin getting all the shine.
He did the dirty work.
I did the dirty work.
Okay.
When I played in high school and middle school, I did the dirty work.
You on the line?
I played the line in high school and in middle school and everything else. I was a slot and then defensive
guard. High school?
High school guard.
Yeah.
High school guard.
I see you.
High school guard.
Yeah.
Pull it. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
I got it.
Woo!
Pull it. I got it.
Trap block me, baby.
Pull it. I got it. Don't worry
Yes,
about it.
sir.
So we get over there, I got it. I'm gonna put him in. I'm gonna put him in the water cooler.
Another incredible feeling, by the way.
That's it. And then I play stand up in. So then I like Moose.
Oh, you was on the end.
I like Moose.
Contain.
Yeah. So like certain people that I love for for what they was doing and different things, but. When it was the Chiefs, I used to love seeing it, and I still root for y'all. Like I'd be like, "Hey, man, that's good." And I will tell you that since they've started winning in this way, it's made the city so much better.
Yeah,
so much. Like we got a Whataburger, bro. Like I know it ain't that Whataburger, but we have a Whataburger in Kansas City, so it's different. You know what I'm saying? Man,
just imagine what Lil Pride to do.
Yeah. And even them in the Royals winning as well.
Yes, and you mentioned earlier, you was like. One of the purposes for getting up and you asked me about why do I show love to the different businesses and why do I do this and do that. It's that Kansas City pride, dog. That's all I want. All my life growing up, I remember middle school, and you'll know that people are very pessimistic and negative. Yeah. Even as kids, they will always talk shit on the Chiefs, even when they went 13-3 and lost to the Colts in '95. And the Chiefs suck. They terrible. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
What? We just went 13-3. How do we suck?
Yeah.
Now, are we a Super Bowl champion? No.
No.
But we don't suck. What do you? That always mystified me because I'm always with sports and team aspect and trying to get things done. I'm always glass half full. Always, bro. I'm always thinking we can get some shit done, no matter what, bro. I am, and. That negativity and all that, I can't deal with that shit, even to this day. Yeah. But as a kid, I couldn't deal with that. But a little pride, man, it go a long way. It make you clean your shit up. It make you stay responsible on top of stuff. It make you want to represent harder. It make you want to keep things up to a certain bar to where people will respect it and they might follow you because people follow actions. Leadership is an action, not a role.
Facts.
And you got to do it, bro. So
say that one more time.
Leadership is an action, not a role.
Okay.
So if you see somebody calling themselves a leader, but they ain't doing shit, they're not a leader. Period. I can't put it more plain than that.
Yeah.
And you can see it. But that's a lot of where I come from with showing love to the barbecue spots, the different businesses you hear on my show, trying to speak positively about everybody in Kansas City. I try to take a certain approach with how I speak about things and how, I will never trash some businesses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how much I don't like it,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna trash it.
Come on, man.
I'm not,
right
man.
here.
That
good.
like for what, bro? That doesn't help them. It tears down a small business in Kansas City. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna tear you down though. I'm definitely gonna point out some highlights and some things that you need to check out. And it's a way that we gotta approach certain things too, and it's a way that you can do it. But that's up to you. That's a choice that you got to make.
Facts.
Do you want to sensationalize some bullshit, or do you want to spread positivity?
Yeah, but I think that's the city as a whole, man. And we were just talking about this last week, and I was talking to one of my other homeboys. The biggest thing with me, man, is you don't have to like certain things, but respect that person enough to know that they doing at that time their best.
Yes.
Now, how they gonna step up and respond to you saying, "Hey, this is what can be better," or "This is what can be different." It's on them. But I tell people now, like the city, it's a beautiful place, but it be so negative when you got all like, well, I could have done that, or they don't do this because of this or that. It's so much of that. Even when you talk like music, when you talk potting, when you talk videography, when you talk everything that you're doing, it's always somebody doing it, but you do it your way. So that's what makes it special. But I think here, man, we get lost a lot of times in the city. It's like we gotta find a negative in something. Now I respect everybody. Man, as a kid, and when I hear you on the radio, it makes me daydream and dream back to Hot 88. It makes me think about when they would have Hot Summer Nights.
Yeah.
It makes just the radio itself, like you would hear that. You know, you hear the Quiet Storm. Mark Morris, Simone and Grown. Yeah. I didn't learn that song from I learned that from the radio.
Just open Montreal.
and then you have remember kind of showing my age. But Sassy and Terrell, Kiss You.
I just wanna kiss
like,
you.
That's I drove my dad.
Yeah.
My dad had a Chevy 20, big Chevy 20 van with the sliding door.
Yeah.
From Wyandotte County to 119th and Metcalf to get that single.
Yeah.
It wasn't even an album.
See, this is why you mentioned the singles earlier. This is why the singles are so important, Gen Z.
Yeah.
And some millennials. The younger millennials. They got the Acapulco on there.
Yeah.
They had the acapella. I know we can get it now with stems on Serato. But they had the acapella. They had the extendo version. They had the version the remix. They had the smooth tip remix.
You gotta have it.
Yeah, man, them singles was gold, and they still gold. Especially now with YouTube, like you can upload all them individually. You can just have the acapella and the instrumental or whatever at your hands.
So I gotta go in a little bit of more music. And we at a real good place. But when I go into music, man, and you think about like 90s R&B,
the best
90s R&B, right? What's your best group? What's the top two?
Oh, brother, I told you I'm a list guy.
Yeah. Oh, you got it ready,
bro. I don't mess around.
Okay.
Because I like to be accurate.
Yeah.
But it's gonna take me a second to find it though. I can tell you off bat though. My number one group, all right, I divide bands and groups.
Okay.
Jodeci. Bar none. It's just, that was just the group for me growing up, dog.
So Jodeci's the group, so is Mint Condition the band?
They're on there.
Okay.
But I need to find it.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see.
And I asked because we would sit around and we would have cigar.
Here we go.
You got it? Come on, let me see.
All right.
Give me five.
My top 5 groups. Jodeci, 1. 2, New Edition.
Come on.
3, Silk.
Gotta have Silk.
4, the Jackson 5 / the Jacksons.
Okay.
Because I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah.
5, Drew Hill. I got 21 of these though.
Now
So we can do the whole list if you want.
We gonna stay there.
How about you name a group and I'll tell you where they at on here.
Okay. Jagged Edge?
They're 20.
Oh, out of 21?
I'm not a big they cool, but
Julia.
that ain't my favorite.
Okay. Mint Condition?
They're in my bands.
They're in your bands.
And they are in my bands, they're 15.
Okay.
I love Mint Condition, by the way.
I love Mint Condition.
But it's y'all understand the other bands that I have above them. I can justify.
That's
them.
Gap.
Gap Band is number 3 on my list of bands.
That's Isley Brothers.
Isley Brothers, 18.
18. Okay. Frankie Beverly?
6.
Who's number 1?
Love Frankie Beverly. SOS Band.
I'll take
Jimmy
that.
Jam and Terry Lewis.
I will take that.
Them-
I'll take that.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, y'all are the gods.
So, I told you I was the second coming of Gerald Levert. So where does Gerald fall on one of them lists?
He would be in my R&B singers.
Where's Gerald?
Where is Gerald? I ain't got him on there. I got 25. I got him in the honorable mention. I got him right there with Neo.
So who's number one?
Michael.
Michael's number one.
MJ.
Who's two?
Usher.
I like that. That's
Usher.
your feeling?
Usher
Okay.
is Usher, man. I just pray that he don't the
Yeah,
cancellation stuff.
yeah,
I just
yeah.
pray that he just keep his nose clean and don't do nothing bad. Cause if he deserves to get canceled, he deserves to get canceled.
Yeah.
But I hope he don't though. Y'all feel me. My
Right.
my 2000 peoples, y'all feel me on Usher.
So is it just the Confessions album or is it 87
Bro,
One?
let's have a discussion about that because Confessions ain't my favorite Usher album at all.
What's your favorite one?
Confessions is 3. Raymond versus Raymond is my favorite.
That's
Usher
your
album.
favorite one?
It is, bro. And this is something else that I thought about. It's of course it's the quality of the music and how it sounds, but it's the time that comes out to.
Okay.
Now remember I told you all that stuff about my daddy and me going through all that No 506?
Yeah.
What album was out?
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why I don't like Confessions as much as everybody else.
Gotcha.
That was a terrible time in my life.
Right.
Raymond versus Raymond, though,
That's
in 2010, I had first moved out of my mama's house coming back from college.
Yeah.
Because I graduated 08, December 12, 2008, spent all of 09 in mama's house, trying to save up money or whatever and trying to do that. And then by May of 2010, I was in my own apartment and having my own. This is my first apartment in Kansas City by myself.
With some speakers.
Man, I had some good time. I was over up there in Maple Woods, baby.
Okay.
You smell the church's chicken coming out.
I got
you. Know what I'm
you.
saying? Yeah, man. So that's why Raymond versus Raymond. And I like My Way better than Confessions, too.
I like My Way.
8701 and see 8701 and Confessions like that.
8701.
Cause man, 8701, bro. Look, man. You ain't got to call. You Got It Bad. I really don't like You Got It Bad that much, but yeah. But the B-sides on 8701, spectacular.
Yeah. You got a point. You got a point. One of mine has been canceled by the world. It would be my top R&B guy.
You talking about the dude who terrorized black women from Chicago?
Yeah.
He's number 5 on my list. If it wasn't for all that, if he was
clean slate.
If he got a clean slate, he would. Man, it would be between him and Usher for that 2 spot.
Yeah.
You know.
We'll leave it there.
Woo!
We'll leave it there.
Yeah, buddy.
So, great. So some great stuff.
Bobby is 4.
Let's see.
The Weeknd is 3.
The Weeknd?
I love The Weeknd, bro. That is my dog.
The Weeknd?
That is my dog.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know I might get bashed for that in the
No,
comments.
no.
This might be a clip for you to go viral
I'm
on.
definitely going to put this as a clip. The Weeknd is what
The
number?
Weeknd is 3. Is Michael, Usher, The Weeknd, Bobby Brown, and the dude who terrorized women from Chicago. Okay. That's my top 5. Babyface is 6. Alexander O'Neal, I gotta show love to him. 7. Chris Brown 8. Keith Sweat 9. Stevie Wonder 10. And we can leave it at that. I just had to get the top 10 in there.
Okay.
So to let y'all know, I'm not all the way crazy.
Okay.
I just got my own flavor. That's
Listen,
all.
so just a couple things that I do want to talk about too. Mm-hmm. Y'all were doing the hip hop ciphers and made it on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Shouts to Jazz 64111.
Shout out Jazz, man. I'm waiting on you, Jazz.
My brother.
I'm waiting
Love
on you. So I remember one. Not all of them were good. The females there were good.
Oh yeah.
But that number 8, that Kobe
Is
Bryant.
that the one with Ron Ron?
That's the one.
Man, so that was at Aura.
Yeah.
And damn, who else was in there? Ron.
Riv.
Yes.
Riv.
Yes, Riv. Riv was in there.
Faye. Is it?
Man, that was one of the legendary ones.
That's the one.
That's the one for you?
That's the one where and then what's my dog, man? He had the leather jacket on. He was coming through parking. He was with Ron.
Was Game Type Mike in that one?
I don't know.
I can't remember. The one that Marley Young did in the Cypher series, woo, he killed it.
Yeah.
I remember that. And I think we was at a warehouse for that one.
Yeah.
But the one you're referring to though, I remember that one specifically because that was 2012 in December.
Yeah.
The Chiefs were just horrible. This was the worst time in the franchise's history.
Right.
And I had to miss a Chiefs game for that.
To do the cipher?
Yeah, so I don't miss, bro. I didn't really miss it because I bought a TV specifically for these situations at work. Like I had to work on Sundays, so I bought one of them TVs, and you had to have the digital box converter because they was going through all the channel changes and digitizing TV and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So I had that TV on the side, and I was, that's why if you look at it, you'll see me looking over to the side sometimes.
Oh, that's okay. That's what you was doing.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the game. Like, all I'm doing is playing the beat. I can scratch the beat and all this stuff, but I need to watch this game too.
And that's hood hop beat. Mm-hmm. That's hood hop beat.
It was hood hop beat.
That's hood hop beat.
Yes, sir.
So with that, it was just y'all putting them together. What made y'all kind of, you and like Jazz, and then you and all the other DJs, like what was that feeling like around that time?
Jazz was the visionary for that. He was the executor. He was the one that invested his time and money and all of that. And I just wanted to be a part of it. Whatever Jazz needed from me, I was gonna be there. And I didn't want to be on every single one, so we had to show love to all the DJs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mac was in there. I can't remember. I can't go because I haven't watched them in so long.
Right.
But I know Mac was in there too. But Jazz really wanted to do something more than what he was doing at the time, which was just, he was recording. But he wanted to do something more. He felt like it was an opportunity there, and he wanted to put the city on and showcase talent because there's so many people here that have so much talent that they just it's the talent pool is just so loaded that nobody gets to shine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what better way than showcase all this talent than with a Cypher series? And some of them things, man, they was some of them were difficult to tape because some people would, some people were nervous. Some people couldn't quite get their diction down all the way like how they wanted to. So they had to run it back a couple times. Some guys was one-hitter quitters. I think Key the Heater, he was a one-hitter quitter.
Yeah.
But Shadow.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Shadow?
Yeah.
I remember we did that one at Max. And he had the cards, the cue cards, where he was just you give him a cue card and he'll rhyme whatever's on that cue card. It was spectacular.
Yeah.
It was some of the most creative, innovative stuff that Kansas City hip hop has seen in the KC Cypher series.
I hope they bring it back.
Man, I do too because
I seen it at the awards and they were doing the cypher and stuff like that. But I hope they bring it back. I definitely hope they bring it back.
We would kill that shit.
Yeah.
Respect to everybody and what they do with their ciphers and stuff at the awards and the freshman XL cover, freestyle, Kansas City, I know we would kill that.
Yeah. So when you're thinking of DJs and you said scratching, it's more than one DJ. It's more than one style of DJ. What was the one that you?
Baby.
That's it.
I'm glad you got into this. Now I'm not a scratcher. I'm minimalist when it comes to scratching. That ain't my forte. Now DJ Rocky Montana, my brother DJ Fresh, the Black Houdini, the godfather of DJing in Kansas City.
Come on, Fresh.
Give that man his flowers.
Fresh funky, man.
Every time I'm gonna give that man his flowers.
Yeah.
But I'm a blend DJ. I like remixes. I've been doing refixes like stems. What they have now with stems, where you could take out the beat, you could just have the acapella. You hear a lot of that going on now because of this new technology called stems and Serato. Yeah. So you can really get funky with some remixes now. That's why you got the Wetter remix with Beyonce, with the Cuff It Wetter remix. So that I'm a blend DJ. I'm a transition DJ. I like to blend and smooth it out.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna sound effect you to death. You ain't gonna hear a bunch of my voice. I'm gonna smooth it out, R&B it out, and try to blend and give you remixes. Like I wanna remix Frankie Beverly and Maze with So Icy.
Okay.
That's what I did that on a mix that I was practicing on. I want to mix Lil Uzi Vert. I just want to rock with Michael Jackson Beat It.
Gotcha.
That's what I like to do. I like now, like with DJing now is totally different than where it was 3 or 4 years ago.
I used to carry my daddy crates, bro. I'm talking about
man,
CDs, books, crates, vinyl, everything. He like, hey, that's all my money over there. Be gentle.
I respect any DJ that DJ pre-Serato.
Yeah.
Carrying all that shit. Man. I gotta carry stuff now. We ain't gotta carry nothing. But back then they had to carry the stuff that we have now.
Yeah.
Plus they had to carry the music. All my music is in here or in my computer.
Right.
So respect to all the old school DJs, because that is some hard labor.
Yeah.
And anybody want to question why DJs charge whatever they charge, that's part of the reason why. It's manual labor. But I like getting funky and making remixes, man. That is why I love music, and that's my number one reason why I love DJing.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm stuck on this one mix that I dude just did. He did the beginning, and he blended it in. He took Al Green, Love and Happiness, and he played it. And they showed it. The crowd was kind of like, why is he playing this right now? And he tapped that bad boy, and he put that 50 Cent Nate Dogg.
21 Questions?
I'm gonna let you hear what we get done. And he just kept loving. He was doing Love and Happiness, right? And then he hit that mug and he said, New York City. And it just kept going up. The crowd went crazy.
Did the beat come on, or did the acapella come on with the Love and Happiness beat?
The Love and Happiness beat came, and then he blended right into it. He faded right into it.
Yeah.
It was just a crazy, you know what I'm saying, fix. But I like stuff like that.
Bro, I heard somebody, there's this clip going around on Instagram where they got Anita Baker's Sweet Love going. And when she hit the chorus, he bring in Rich Gang Lifestyle.
Lifestyle, yeah.
Oh my,
yeah.
it is, man, look.
Yeah.
Them are the blends and remixes I live for.
Yeah.
I love doing that stuff.
That's dope. So, this is good. Okay, so talking marriage. Beautiful thing, man.
Love my wife.
I'll tell you that too. I seen you, I think you did Jay's wedding. Lavelle's son.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang it, they got Brian B in the wedding, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm hyped.
That was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, last year before last. I'm hyped. I'm super hyped because I'm like, that's major, right?
Yeah.
And just somebody like Lavelle, somebody I just love, like
love my dog.
Love, you know what I'm saying? So
don't go to bed, man.
Hey, and so when it comes to like that, right? So like dropping like him, like he's Kansas City, and you know and not to go too far into it, in your mind, what are some things that the music, like the artist, can do that would take them to a different level here, that would get them maybe one thing you just can say, like, hey, this is something you can do?
It's certainly not the talent. It's certainly not the quality of music. But with some artists, it's the fact that they made it out of their block, or they got the hottest song on their block, or they got the hottest song in the streets, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't do nothing else with it.
Yeah.
They don't go to St. Louis with it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't go to Dallas with it. They don't go to Oklahoma City with it. The point I'm trying to make is, all right, you got Kansas City, you got, certain blocks, you got to expand, dog.
You have to.
Like, and then with trying to compete with like other artists, who out here actually working and getting it, and you're not. Like, what are DJs supposed to do? How are the DJs supposed to work your record?
Yeah,
when you
don't
ain't
work
working it.
I want to make sure I wasn't the only one.
Like for real? We can't do your work for you.
Yeah,
you have to do that. See, some people want to go from point A to point Z
quick.
Bro, you got to go A to B to C to D to E. There is a process.
Well, I definitely agree with you, because I look at it like, you have Kansas City. I used to tell everybody, you get 2 good summers, 2 good runs, right? Yeah. Where you on fire. Yeah. Where I'm talking about, I don't care if it was dating. I don't care if it was whatever you were doing. You get them 2 when you just can't miss. You Kobe Bryant, the rim this big. You see what I'm saying? You can't miss, right? But if you don't capitalize on it, then you feel like somebody owed you something. So that's me saying it. You see what I'm saying? So, but I want to know, like, because I talk to different people all the time. I be on Clubhouse with them sometimes. I'm like, I know we got a lot of turf politics and all of that stuff, but if we had, remember the Twin City compilation?
Yeah.
So if we had something like that, and you say, I know everybody want points and all of this and all that, but if you just had that mix, and you shopping that for everybody.
I think Street King and Rocky was trying to do something like that.
You see what I'm saying? That'll be fire. Yeah. So shout out both of them, definitely, man. Talking to the younger you. Yeah. So let's say year 7 of being at the radio station.
Okay, 7. We in 2013.
Yeah.
Right. Ooh, yeah. That year. 10 years ago.
What would you tell Brian B 10 years ago? What would you tell him?
Man, keep your hard hat on and stay grinding.
Okay.
I would do exactly what I did because I got turned down so many times.
Yeah.
Afternoon show, I got turned down for that.
Okay.
And shouts to my brother Playmaker, he got that. And he's taking it and did his thing with it, man. Love that dude. Playmaker is one of the best dudes you'll ever meet. He is a great, sweethearted guy, just through and through.
Mm-hmm.
He has no ill will towards nobody.
Right.
Just a great dude. I got denied for the morning show like 3 times before I got put on.
Yeah.
And this was all from 2013 to like 2015.
Gotcha.
So what I did was I'm like, all right, y'all ain't gonna give it to me. I'm gonna just go out and get it. And when I first got home in Kansas City, I was hosting and trying to do whatever I could to get to get hot because I wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was at a remote one time and somebody came up, yeah, you know, you ain't gonna have me like V Diddy on the city on a flyer because shouts to my dog Vonzel. Love that dude, man.
Come on, man.
Yes,
I've been asked
the second generation of the captain, the original captain Vonzel, and I'm coaching V3. He's on my team.
That's what's up.
Vonzel's
Shout
son.
out Vonzel. He in the gym too. He telling everybody get their health up.
Yeah, V3. I love you, dude. But so I knew that I had to get to. I mentioned that because. Oh, she's talking about Vonzel, V Diddy at this remote. Like I need to get like that, you know. And that Kansas City Cash, my brother Cash, love you, dog. He was DJing with Full Effect. You remember Full Effect Entertainment? KD, Jock and My Dip, and that whole crew. They had Body Works on lock. Like the hot place to go on Saturday was Body Works. During like 09, 08, 07.
This before phase 2. This Body Work.
Yeah,
this Body Work. Yeah.
So actually, my bad, not Body Work. It was phase 2.
Was
my
it
bad.
phase? Was it phase?
It was Body Works. Then it became phase 2.
Yeah.
So I meant phase 2 when I said Full Effect and all them had that club on lock.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was like, I need to get my name up to where they are. And at the time at the radio station, let's see, in 2013, JT had just got let go.
Yeah.
So I'm behind Sean Tyler. I'm behind Tony G. I'm behind Julie Jones. I'm behind Play. I'm behind Brooklyn. Like, I'm behind everybody. So I got to get out in the streets and go get it, dog. So in 2009, I was hosting everything. In 2010, I was hosting everything. And I started getting back into DJing more because I was DJing in college. So I had to buy some equipment and get back into that more. So in 13, 14, and 15, I was out here DJing and trying to get it, man. Mm-hmm. So that I would do exactly what I did. Keep my hard hat on and keep at it. Okay. Hit the streets.
So then we speed up 10 years, get married, see you and your lovely wife out supporting the city. My guys, then they did something good down.
My wife is amazing.
Tell me, how'd you know?
Oh, I knew from the first time I saw her.
Okay.
It ain't like it's
it's
cliche to people.
No,
but that shit real with me.
Don't
bro.
step on it. That's
that shit real with me. My wife knew it. We say it all the time. She I first saw her in December 2018.
Yeah.
When she was introduced to me by our national sales manager, Krista Collins.
Okay.
So Naomi worked at the station. She was on the sales side. So she was coming, hey, I got, this is Naomi. She's new to the sales team, blase, blase, blase. And she walked in the door.
It was on. You said, I'm going to get her.
And I'm not even that type of a guy. I'm not the aggressive.
Yeah.
I ain't been the one to, get the guys together. Hey, let's go get the hoes. Like that ain't. I'm the one to the side. I mind my business, dog.
Yeah.
But with her,
it's
different. She had on blue.
Come on.
And she had these pink lipstick, and she had gold hair, blonde hair. But I call it gold because it's like black women with blonde hair, like it's golden.
It's golden.
You know what I'm saying? It's golden. Especially my wife.
Yeah.
But I had look, man, people have dreams of menage a trois and doing busting all the hoes down and all the other stuff. All right, that's cool. But I've always dreamt of what my wife looked like.
Come on, I like it.
And I'm dead ass serious.
No, that's serious.
And she looked like Naomi. Throughout my life, I knew she was gonna have blonde hair at certain point.
Yeah.
Sometime I knew she was gonna be a black woman. I just knew it, dog. And when she came in, it confirmed. I knew it just like that. So
Ice cream date? What we doing? How was we coming at it? We sending roses? What we doing?
So I ain't come out that aggressive at first, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta shave your bullets for later. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but we just started slowly. You know, just talking, and then like working on projects first, and then texting.
Yeah.
And then we meet outside of work. You see outside of work a couple times, like at station functions.
Come on.
So we see each other in a different light.
Come on.
So we get to communicate in a different way. And then the dating started happening. And like probably like early March, the dating started happening.
Yeah.
And we was together, we dated for some months. And then we kind of separated going towards the end of the year. Mm-hmm. And then pandemic happens.
Yeah.
And she's originally from Cincinnati.
Okay.
And things was coming up short, for everybody. And she had to make a decision. Mm-hmm. So she had to move back home to Cincinnati. She made that decision. And before she left, she asked me to come visit her. And we were just cool at this time. We were just friends. I really wasn't seeing her or nothing. Nothing was happening. But she asked me to come see her, and I was hesitant. I'm like, for what? For what? But she knew something. And I mean, I knew something too, but she knew something deeper at that time, and she felt something a little deeper. And I'm glad I obliged and I went, because then I would meet my future mother-in-law there.
Yeah.
And we kept in contact during the whole pandemic, and the pandemic is a whole nother story in itself. If you want to be here a whole nother hour for me. But we kept in touch. Like, she more so kept in touch with me because I wasn't really hitting her back or whatever. When she would come to Kansas City, I was just I was really to myself during 2020.
Right.
I stayed in the crib. I didn't go nowhere. And that was a time that I needed with God.
Yeah.
During that whole year. It was. And so let's fast forward to December. There was some things that happened with my mother's house where I found a certain letter that kind of changed everything for me. And it led me to Naomi, because the next day after I find this letter that my mother wrote back in 1976 or 78, when she had to give my brother up for adoption, or she was trying to get him from adoption because her parents put my brother in adoption because she got pregnant in college by my father, who was black. They suspended my mother, almost didn't let her graduate. They expelled my father, and my mother's parents put her in a home for unwed mothers, and she had to work for 2 years to get my brother out of foster care. Yeah. Like I said, a whole other story in itself. Find that letter, and basically she said to her parents, my mother's white. Y'all know where I'm getting at. You don't have to condone my lifestyle, but don't condemn it. Yeah. But I'm going to have this baby. I'm going to make my dream come true. And that was my mama's dream. Right. It was to always be a mother. She had always said it. Yeah. I'm like, that's what mothers always say. Right. But she meant it, and that letter meant it. Because she wrote that when she was like 23, 24, whatever. So the next day after I find that letter, December 26th, Naomi calls me. And I had to answer this time. Come on. Because God told me to. That's the only answer I have.
That's real. There's nothing wrong with that.
She answers it. FaceTime.
Come on.
So are you ready to be my baby daddy or no?
I like her. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it.
And I knew she wasn't bullshitting.
I like it. I like it.
I knew she wasn't bullshitting.
Yeah.
And I knew at that moment, dog,
that was it.
I had to make a decision. And it really wasn't hard.
No.
It wasn't hard.
And I'll be honest to tell you, I think as men, like, that's dope that you saying that, right?
Yes, sir.
You know. People can play like they don't know, but you know what you know.
Follow your spirit.
You got to. But it's a whisper. It don't be a loud yell.
Nope.
You know, like,
very subtle.
It's like, hey, all right.
Very subtle.
All right. Now you asked for peace.
Very subtle.
I'm gonna give you this peace. You asked for it.
Better take it.
Take the peace now, though, because if not, I'm gonna show you what hell look like again. And that's,
bruh.
I'm telling you from a person that I believe in love. I believe in true love. I believe in happily ever after. I was a kid that wanted the soccer dad life. My uncles and cousins and people at the barbershop, like, boy, you got to be a player. That was easy. That's like, that's what you're supposed to do? Okay, cool. The fun part was having your person. Your person
Man.
is a whole, and however you look at it, however you like that was everything to me. Like having your person, it still is. Like if you got somebody that can tackle the world with you, even when your homeboys like they don't understand you and your person understand you, ain't nothing like it, bro.
Hey, dog, you just the fact that you just said that we all got choices, man.
You got choices, bro.
And these doors be here for us. Whether you see it or not, they are there. All right, you can go left.
Yeah.
You can go right.
Come on,
The
baby.
choice is yours, fam.
Yeah.
And God presents us with these. I believe He presents us with these opportunities throughout our journey in our life.
Facts.
And depending on which one you choose,
That's how the road go.
fam, we all got free choice. I saw this meme the other day, and how can I articulate this? This meme said God saw, or Jesus saw every kid that ever got molested get molested and didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
First off, I want to show love and show the most amount of sympathy I can for anybody who has ever went through that. So I'm not taking that lightly right now.
Right.
But that's not how the way this thing works.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all have free will, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
And we all have an opportunity to make a decision to do right or to do wrong.
Yeah.
Or to do this or to do that. And depending on what you do, God is going to show you one way or the other. You think you're getting away with some shit right now, don't you?
So
You getting your nicks, you getting your tools and fuels.
It go back to the paint.
You cheating life.
Yeah.
You cheating God. You don't think He see that?
Yeah.
You don't think in 5 years, in 10 years from now, or next week, that your shit can totally change for better or for worse? So no matter where you are in your journey, no matter where you are, God got a plan. He gonna make a way. You got to follow that lead, though.
Facts.
You got, like, when He presents you with these things,
Facts.
you gotta make the right decision, dog.
I'll tell you two things. When you go into this, I look at it the same way. And Steve Harvey said it one day, like they had all these dreams in the room, and you never did it, so everybody else got it, right? But I look at some things. Sometimes you be like, dang, if I would have did this earlier, we'd be way ahead of the game. But then I also look at it, well, God had to show me what life without would look like. So then when I get them second times to come back around, bro, ain't nothing like that.
Yes, sir.
Because them second times, bro, you're a little bit more mature. You're able to handle it. When I got friends, when I got family, loved ones, like I get to go back around, you appreciate. And it's just different. But I do believe in like love. I believe in love at first sight. I believe in like walking in the room and giving everybody love. So if this is the last time they see you, they'll hold on to that. I believe in telling my friends I love you when I hang up the phone.
Oh, yeah.
I believe in when I see people, give me a hug. Hey, man, I'm going to give you flowers. I love you for what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? It's so important.
We don't know when we're going to see each other again.
Yeah.
This will be the last time,
Yeah.
dog. This will be the last time I could be talking to you.
Right.
So we got to.
We have to. We have to. So I'm so proud of like just the way you speak of your wife. That's dope. Because we were taught sometimes, you don't gotta do that. You don't gotta be handpicked. You don't gotta be that. Your girlfriends, whatever. I tell my partners, bro, if you can make it work, make it work.
Man.
If you want to be happy by yourself, quotations, be happy by yourself. But I'm telling you, ain't nothing like having that. You see what I'm saying?
Man, my wife, she has shown me so much grace and mercy.
Come on.
And times I ain't need it.
Yeah.
And I know for sure that if it ain't nobody, if I can't depend on my mama,
Yeah.
I can depend on Naomi.
Okay.
So we
so
locked in, baby.
So with that being said, I got one more that I always ask. In the sense of emergency, I know you're gonna call moms or you will call your mom or your wife, right? If you're with them too and you needed some help, who's the next
Jared
person?
Stephon Brooks.
Jared
My
Stephon.
brother.
Okay.
My little brother.
After those three, who's next?
Classic. My bro Kerry.
One more.
Chris.
Come on,
Chris
see?
G.
Okay.
My brother.
And the reason why I ask, because I tell everybody to have more than one person that they can call for anything. If you decide tomorrow, hey man, I want to take the radio show, but I want to do this and I want to make a pod or I want to do this. Your name alone, you should be able to call anybody in your phone off your name. Just how your relationship and rapport is with them. A lot of people, they can't tell you 5 numbers that they can remember.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Where you ain't got to say, bro, I think it's a 9. Mm-hmm. It was mandatory to remember them numbers when we was young. Mm-hmm. Now I'm in a place of like, don't hoard friendships. If they don't give you nothing and you don't give them nothing, mm-hmm. it's okay. Mm-hmm. When I see you, it's still love.
Mm-hmm. We cool.
I don't got nothing against you. Mm-hmm. The last time we seen each other was love, so it's love now. Mm-hmm. I'm real big on that. Mm-hmm. I thank you so much, bro. Just the short turnaround. When we first started this, we was like, how we gonna get this person? Or how we gonna get this person? Or how we gonna? And my dog used to always say, it's divine timing, bro. Like, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm supposed to get, they supposed to, like, it's gonna come.
Yeah.
This one and everyone before it and everyone, this is, I tell everybody, seeing the pastor said, this is the lowest you will see me. The next time you see me, I'll be higher and higher, right? This one is one of the ones that I know will make me better, because to see a man that's transparent in his feelings is all I ever asked for. Because I like being around them kind of guys. I don't want no guy that's too hard for himself.
Yes, sir.
So I'll tell you anytime, bro, anything you ever need, anytime you can pick my brain, anytime I can pick your brain, it's always a love. I tell everybody all the time, bro, it's never goodbye. I always see you later.
Yes, sir.
May God be your direction, and we be your seatbelt in this thing called life, bro.
I share that love in you, dog.
Man,
I do. I appreciate you, dog. I'm honored and I'm blessed for you guys having me on. It means a lot when people reach out and want me on your pod. It means everything. I sincerely mean that.
That's
dog.
love.
Thank you.
Give them your handles, man, where they can find you.
At Brian B Shynin, man. Catch me in the town, man. Y'all see me out here in these streets.
My dog, man. Be cool, be safe.
Always love.